I just exposed my husband's affair with his girl best friend on our family barbecue. I really wish I was at this barbecue. I, 29, female, have been married to my husband, 31, for 5 years. We've had a good relationship overall, but there's always been one issue. His girl best friend, Megan, who's 30. She's been in his life since childhood, and while I always felt a bit uneasy about their closeness, I trusted my husband and tried to be cool with it. Megan is always around. She's at our house constantly, they text all the time, and she even comes on family vacations with us. Every time I brought up how their friendship made me uncomfortable, my husband would brush it off, saying she's practically a sister and that I was overreacting. I feel like there's a huge debate over having best friends that are of the opposite sex. So let me know your thoughts on that. I think you can have friends that are of the opposite sex, but I think there are boundaries. I think there are definitely boundaries to be put in place. To make matters more complicated, my mother-in-law, 58, is amazing. She's always had my back and has told me multiple times that if Megan made me feel uncomfortable, I should talk to my husband and set boundaries. It's like I just said that. On the other hand, my father-in-law, 60, has a very different attitude. He adores Megan and always has said that she's part of the family and that I just need to deal with it. He thinks my discomfort with their friendship is just jealousy. Fast forward to 2 months ago. My husband started acting distant, coming home late, being secretive with his phone, and just off. I had a gut feeling something was wrong, so one night I went through his phone while he was in the shower. That's when I found out he and Megan had been having an affair for months. Who's surprised? I mean, it was in the title. Why am I acting like there's some kind of secret here? I was crushed. I confronted him and he admitted everything. He swore it was a mistake. He said he loved me and he begged me not to leave him. I didn't know what to do, so I stayed quiet for a bit, trying to process everything. A couple of weeks later, my in-laws hosted a big family barbecue. I was still reeling from the affair, but my husband convinced me to come, saying we needed to keep up appearances while we worked things out. I went, but I was a wreck inside, especially knowing Megan would be there. She couldn't just sit this one out? Not this one? Sure enough, Megan showed up like nothing had happened, acting all friendly with everyone, including me. I was boiling inside, but I kept it together. Oh my God. I'm just thinking about the Oscar-worthy performance I would have to put on if I just found that out and then I had to go to a family barbecue with that girl. I'm either putting on an Oscar-worthy performance or I'm in prison. Then, during dinner, my father-in-law made some offhand comments about how Megan would always be part of our family and that I needed to get over my insecurities. He said this in front of everyone. That was my breaking point. I stood up, looked straight at him and said, "You know what? I would get over it if she wasn't sleeping with my husband." The entire table went silent. Megan's face turned white and my husband tried to calm me down, but I wasn't having it. I told everyone exactly what has been going on, the sneaking around, the lies, the betrayal. My mother-in-law was furious, but not at me. She laid into my husband and Megan, saying they destroyed our marriage and disrespected me. All right, well, thank God. Thank God we have some kind of reason here. My father-in-law, though, had the audacity to say that I was overreacting and that affairs happen. Oh, well, he's probably had one then. If I was mother-in-law, I'd be like, wait a second. But I shouldn't have aired it out in front of the family. He even defended Megan, saying she made a mistake and that we should all move on. Yeah. I'm gonna keep some thoughts to myself on that. I left the barbecue and have been staying with my mom ever since. My husband keeps begging me to come home and my mother-in-law has been very supportive, but my father-in-law is telling the whole family that I'm the one causing drama and blowing things out of proportion. Am I the a-hole for exposing their affair in front of everyone at the barbecue? Should I have kept it private or was I right to call them out after everything? Do I think there could have been a better approach? Obviously. However, I can't say that I would have risen above it in that moment of father-in-law saying all those things to me and it's like, actually, they're sleeping together. Maybe the truth should be out there. However, I get not the right place, not the right time. Edit. Based on what you guys are saying, me and mother-in-law are very close. Should I show her what you guys are saying about father-in-law possibly cheating and see if she wants to look into that? Their marriage has been very rocky and she's been wanting to get out of it, but he has been the breadwinner for years. Well, I'm not accusing the man of cheating, but affairs happen. Get over it, no biggie. Edit 2. There are no kids involved. My soon-to-be ex-husband can't have kids. Oh, soon-to-be ex-husband. All right. Not sure if this counts as a mini update. After seeing some of the comments about my father-in-law wanting to... Pardon? After seeing some comments about father-in-law maybe wanting to sleep with Megan, my mind didn't even go there. What kind of gutter is your mind laying in? I asked mother-in-law if there was something weird going on there or if she knew if he cheated before. They had been married for a long time. He cheated 10 times. I don't even feel bad for accusing him. I mean, I said I didn't want to accuse him. I should have. Here we go. One that you guys might find important is he slept with Megan's mother. Maybe that's why he loves her so much. I thought this was going to be more of a simple story. There's a lot going on here. As far as she knows, he didn't sleep with Megan. The other 8 were people he worked with, and one of them was an old high school friend. I will also be researching for a lawyer tomorrow morning. Mother-in-law told father-in-law to get a DNA test with Megan or she's divorcing him. Oh my God, because he slept with Megan's mother. So Megan could actually be his daughter. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. He said he would try and schedule something tomorrow. I'm very glad I came to Reddit with this, or some stuff we are finding out wouldn't have come to light. If Megan is her husband's sister, that would be hilarious and would be their problem. Ew, oh my God. Also, mother-in-law is getting a divorce no matter what, but he doesn't know that yet. She just decided an hour ago. Yes, I will be helping her with a place to stay, and she wants to get into real estate with me, so I'll be trying to pull some strings and help her out in every way that I possibly can. She has seen all the comments, and with Reddit and my support, it gave her the strength to leave. It's a painful situation for both of us, but I'm glad we are going through this together so we can have each other's support. When the DNA test results come back, if it for sure happens, she will be cutting off my ex-husband and father-in-law. I also wanted to say that father-in-law was sleeping with Megan's mother for maybe a month or 2. That is why mother-in-law thinks the timelines add up. And yes, father-in-law knew about the affair. That boils my blood. He isn't even decent enough human to tell me about it. So he knew that his son was sleeping with Megan this whole time? If it was me or mother-in-law cheating, both father-in-law and ex-husband would be very pissed. I fixed my grammar for everyone angry about that. Some of you asked why he didn't just marry his best friend. At the beginning of my and my ex-husband's relationship, she was in a serious relationship. I'm assuming when he would go and comfort her after they broke up, that's when it started. My husband did try to contact me, but I was told not to block him, but it's getting hard to ignore the texts, and we have said texts from husband. I overheard my mom talking about the divorce. Please don't go through with it. We can fix this. I will cut her off. I will never talk to her again. It was a mistake. Come back, please. I want to talk things out. You didn't turn your red receipts off. I know you are seeing these. Please answer me. I would have done it on purpose. I would have made sure those were on, just so you know you're being ignored. Please, I just found out she might be my half-sister. This is very disturbing. I don't want anything to do with her. This is a very hard time for me. Please come. Oh, poor you. Is this a hard time for you? These consequences to your actions? You just don't care about me. You're a terrible person if you don't come back. What a switch up. What if she is my sister? Are you just gonna leave me all alone during this time? No, you have your sister. Melissa, please come home. I want a life with you, not her. I'll tell my dad to stop inviting her to family activities. You will never see her again. Girl, you better keep ignoring this man, okay? Okay. Before we go to the next update, grab your beverage. You know I'm hydrating extra. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's actually moved down. It's about right here under my eyes and in my chest. My nose is less drippy. So I'm hoping we're making a little bit of improvement here. Drink your water. Drink extra for me, please. Cheers. Update number 1. Megan contacted me. I cannot believe she's mad at me. I was getting cheated on for who knows how long, and it's because I wasn't good enough, but I did everything for that man. And we have Megan's texts. What do you want, Megan? Wow, she starts off strong with "You're a bitch." Who's this? Megan, I can't believe you would tell our whole family about this, and now I have to get a DNA test so I can find out if I've been sleeping with my brother. You made this whole thing so much more drama than well, wouldn't you want to know? I mean, thank you. Wouldn't you want to know if that's your brother before you continue with him? You made this whole thing so much more drama than it had to be. I see why he cheated on you, and do you know what he would say about you? He said after you two got married, he thought you were disgusting. You are disgusting and a stupid hooer. I hope you really go through with the divorce and that he can be mine, if he's not your brother. You are a terrible person and a terrible wife. What kind of wife are you if you won't cook and clean for your husband every day? I know I can treat him better. You can have him, Megan. Goodbye. She wrote back, okay, so that might be your half-brother, but you would still date him? Do you hear how gross that is? If anyone's disgusting, it's you two and your little family affair. I never cheated on my husband, so don't call me a hooer, and I did everything for him. I cut friends off for him, I cut family off for him, and I did everything he asked. How did he repay me? By cheating on me. You both are gross humans, and I would prefer if you don't contact me anymore. Megan writes back. Of course she does. Of course she does. Oh, get over yourself. That is basic wife things. It's sad that he had to ask you to do things instead of you just doing them. You work from home. How hard could it be? You're just a lazy sloot, and I hope you never find love. Okay, well, you f***ed your brother, so that was so aggressive. I'm so sorry, you guys. I just felt so angry for her in that moment. That was uncalled for. Like, we're just assuming here. That was so... Do you see why I can't be in this situation? Next update. I'm grateful for all the support I have received. If I could, I would reply to all the messages and comments. I'm also very thankful for the people on TikTok who have shared my story. I didn't see it on TikTok. I've seen 2 people so far, and if you see any more, please let me know. Several people have asked whether they resemble each other. While there are some similarities, it's important to note that many people share features like brown hair and blue eyes, making it hard to say they look alike. I can't provide Megan's phone number anymore because she recently changed it. I wouldn't share her number. She made this decision after I shared her contact information with a few people, which led her to receiving an overwhelming amount of messages that she found annoying. I did show her the comments that people were making about her on Reddit, and it definitely affected her. For those curious, we definitely don't live in Alabama. We reside in Rhode Island. Yeah, I don't think it counts like if you look like, because people have said that Matt and I look like we could be siblings because we both have dark brown hair and similar eye color. So let's not base it off that, please. Next update. They are half siblings. Well, it looks like my assumption was right. This is very disturbing though. Like, I can't even laugh that off when we really think about how messed up and disturbing that is. And in the post I linked, my mother-in-law messaged me about it. Ooh, we got that text. I got a text.
Guys, I got a text!
All right, mother-in-law wrote, the doctors emailed me with the results, blanks, Megan's father. I have no idea how to handle it. Oh my God, I forgot about mother-in-law. This whole time, her husband cheated and Megan has been his daughter this entire time. I have no idea how to handle this. I'm starting to think he knew all along and has kept this huge family secret from me for a long time. I can't wait for the divorce to be finalized. This situation is absolutely disgusting. My son is no longer a son to me. How could he ruin his marriage with his sister? How dare he put you through all this pain? Now I have to inform Megan's mom about this, assuming she doesn't already know. Yeah, because Megan's dad is not actually Megan's dad this whole time. He could be devastated if, you know, oh my gosh, there are so many people involved in this. I'm unsure whether I should be happy that they are siblings and are experiencing pain similar to what they put me through, or if I should be sad because I literally just got cheated on with his half sister. My father-in-law claims he had no idea, and my mother-in-law is waiting for a reply from Megan's mom. Megan is crushed that they can't get married, and my soon-to-be ex-husband is disgusted. Yeah, well, thank God you're disgusted by that. According to Megan, they made a mutual decision to remain together. I don't know if I want to keep reading. They made a mutual decision to remain together despite any challenges they might face. We're calling that challenges? On a different note, thank God, my ex-husband has been reaching out to me frequently, expressing his desire to rekindle our relationship and suggesting that we should get back together. Tiny update. I recently discovered that my husband was not the only man in Megan's life. It turns out she is pregnant with another man's child. What is happening? And Megan has the audacity to call you a whore and a slut? Okay. My soon-to-be ex-husband is adamant that he wants nothing to do with Megan or her baby, which complicates things even further. Now I'm faced with a difficult decision. Should I inform the wife of the other man about this situation? Okay, Megan's baby daddy has a wife. So should you talk to the wife and tell her about this affair that's going on because there's a kid involved? Knowing it could have serious consequences for everyone involved, I spoke to the wife about a difficult situation where she presented an ultimatum to both Megan and her husband. She told them that Megan has to either agree to act as a surrogate and hand over the baby once it's born to the husband and his wife, or she must choose to terminate the pregnancy. If Megan doesn't comply with either of these options, the wife indicated that she would likely leave her husband. The wife reached out to me via text to reveal that Megan is seriously contemplating the idea. I mean, you really want to raise a kid knowing that it's not yours? And that it was the woman that your husband cheated with? Come on now. Leave him. My soon-to-be ex-husband is firmly set against the idea of having a child and being with Megan. She believes that if she gives up the baby, he might rekindle their relationship. Next update. Just wanted to share a little update. He signed the divorce papers and things are starting to fall into place. He stopped talking to Megan, though the ex-father-in-law still chats with her occasionally. He also signed the divorce papers with my mother-in-law. It looks like we're on the path to freedom. Final update. Here we go. Hello, it's been a bit. There hasn't been much of an update regarding the divorce, but I've learned that he and Megan are no longer together. His mom mentioned that he doesn't spend time with his father or Megan anymore. And that's it. So we never actually got the details on what the hell happened with Megan and her baby and that whole affair. I don't know if I want to know. Let me know your feelings about this entire situation. I could not have been more vocal about mine. So, pretty sure I gagged at some point in the story. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy.